Hey, it's Ethan here at etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kuat NV 2.0 Hitch Bike Rack and how it fits in our 2022 GMC Sierra 1500. The NV 2.0 is a two-bike platform-style bike rack capable of supporting two bikes up to 60 pounds apiece. It's going to hold on to our bike primarily with this front wheel hook here and one strap down here at the bottom, so you can mix and match a bunch of different types of bikes on here. Carbon frame is fine because we don't make any frame contact. Alternative frame style bikes are also going to work because we hold them by the wheel. You can maybe even get some e-bikes on here as long as they stay within that 60-pound weight capacity, so it'll work with a ton of different bikes. There are also adapters for your smaller kids' bike tires as well. But it's got a lot of cool features that it offers, and the first one that we're going to show off is the ability for it to tilt away with the bikes loaded up. To do that, we're going to need to reach into this handle, which is one of the only drawbacks of this rack for my sake. It's just the fact that it's going to be hard to reach, especially if you have another bike at the front. But for now, I'll just pull the handle and it tilts down. It's got a pretty aggressive tilt, but unfortunately it's still not enough for us to get our tailgate open completely. But we'll give you a look at how close it's going to get. So if we lower that up, it does get really, really close to being fully open, but we will eventually make contact right around there. So if you want to, right now, if you have a tonneau cover, now would be the time to lower this and get inside towards the back. You can still grab some things you might need. Or if you don't have a tonneau cover, you can squeeze back here and reach back and get things that you might need that way. But now we can tilt it back up, making sure we hold on to the rack. You'll hear it click back into place, and we can work on getting the bike removed. To do that, we're going to start first with the strap on the wheel in the back. We're just going to press this gray button to release the strap, pull that through, and now we'll make sure that we're holding onto the frame of our bike. Press this large button on the hook, pull that up, push that down and out of the way, and now we can get our bike up and off. So I'll just set this off to the side, and then we can come back and take a closer look at the tray, the cradles, and some other features that this rack offers. The first thing that we're going to do is put the straps away in the back and talk about these cradles here. So just slide that back in, and these do have the ability to slide up and down the tray to accommodate different wheelbases. Put this wheel hook away as well. And you can see on the front cradle here we have a couple of different grooves for different tire sizes. As it comes, it supports a tire width of 3 inches, but it can support up to 5 inches if you get the fat bike adapter straps. From here, we'll get a measurement and see what it's like to add this much distance onto the back of your vehicle. So, measure from the bumper to the furthest point back. That's going to come in at about 33.5 inches. So it does stick out quite a little bit, especially with that bike repair stand at the top. As far as ground clearance goes, from the ground to that point is going to be about 28 inches. So with the rise in the design and the shank, as well as how high the Sierra sits, I'm not going to be super worried about ground clearance going up hills or over curbs. If I want to, though, I can fold the rack up using that same handle we used to tilt it away. You'll hear it click into place again, and we'll get that new measurement to see how much space we've saved. Now from the bumper to the furthest point back, it's going to be about 16.5 inches, so we do cut down on quite a lot of space that way. And it doesn't sit close enough to the car that I'm going to worry about it making any sort of contact when it's folded up. As far as what it covers on the back of the car, your license plate is pretty much right in the middle down here at the bottom, so that's going to be pretty tough to see around the rack. But your backup camera will be pretty much fully visible over the top of it. You're definitely going to see the rack out of the very bottom of that, but there should be a good window to see out of there. It doesn't go wide enough that it's going to interfere with our taillights, and it doesn't sit tall enough that it's going to come over the tailgate or interfere with our view out of the rear window. One of the things that really sets this rack apart, though, is the built-in bike repair stand. So we'll show you that just by undoing this handle here. Pull it out, replace that handle, undo this knob, and it opens up right here, so that's where your bike would fit in. You can repair your bike if you need to before or after your ride. It's built right into the rack, which is a really unique feature that you're not going to have on very many bike racks. Coming down to the shank now, the rack uses a 2-inch shank. It fits into our 2-inch receiver tube. It's held in place by this pin and a lock that's going to be key-like to the cable lock that is on the rack. It's not integrated into the rack, but it is included. It's all held in place by this anti-rattle knob here in the back, which does a good job of securing everything and making it really stable in the hitch. And it's tool-free, so it's super easy to do. So again, overall, the Kuat NV 2.0 is a premium bike rack with a lot of premium features. That bike repair stand, tilting, folding, and just the Kuat finish overall really puts it over the edge. I will say, if you like this rack, but you maybe want something that comes in at a little bit more of an affordable price, you could check out something like the Rocky Mounts Monorail. Get a lot of similar specs. You're going to lose out on that bike repair stand, but again, it is just going to be a little bit easier on the wallet. If you're not worried about that and you do want all the premium features that this rack offers, it's definitely a solid choice. This again was just a look at the Kuat NV 2.0 and how it fits on a 2022 GMC Sierra 1500.